What's up, y'all? It's the Boushebag. Miss Boushebag. To you. You. Yes, bitch. The motherfucker that said my intro was dumb, it was stupid, it was fucked up, whatever fuck you said, you're the bitch that I'm talking to. Miss Boushebag. To you. Okay. Anywho, alright, so it is like 10:30 going on 10:30 at night, but I have to be to work at 6:30 a.m. which is 9:30 on the East Coast. It's gonna be late, so I'm trying to bust this out tonight. We're gonna see how far I can get with recording, watching each scene before the commercial or something like that, and then trying to get it recorded, and then try to edit those millions of little fucking segments all the way together and all of that stuff. So this episode started off where the last one ended, which was the fight with Minnie and Abira. Okay. Okay. Minnie, what I forgot to say last week, she told that bitch that she told Abira that she fucking looked like Wanda from In Living Color. That shit had me motherfucking cackling over because she kinda does, okay? Now, I said she looked like Bushwick Bill, but to be fair, just to be fair, I did meet Bushwick Bill in person probably like 2 months ago in an after-hour club, and me and him was talking about how he don't like to smoke weed after guys that say that they eat people ass. And I was, you know, in a very long conversation with him, and she does not look like him. But she does give me that Wanda vibe, like Minnie said. So someone expressed to me that they thought that she was very pretty. Not only did they think she was pretty, they thought she was very pretty. Whatever. I mean, it's just an opinion. So if she's pretty to you, then she's pretty to you. She ain't pretty to me, okay? But that's neither here nor there. She fucked Minnie up, yeah. It was very fast, the little exchange that they had, but yeah, she got in quite a few very aggressive hits. It probably was 3, and Minnie was doing like a little windmill thing before it got broke up, and then she did some old Tyson ass extra muscle arm looking like she been in a triathlon type fucking boxing shit off to the side, and I'm like, that little bitch looks strong as hell and kind of masculine, but neither here nor there. Yeah, okay, so for the people acting like I said that Minnie won, she did not win. I did not say that. I said it looked like Abira got you know, a better hit in, but it seems that it was more than one hit at this point. So yes, okay. I couldn't call it a fight. I don't know if Minnie was gonna come back. It did not appear so, okay, but Abira won for the few seconds of fighting that actually did fucking happen. Okay, so they came, they broke up the fight and all of that. I did see the part where Money picked up the money, because somebody had told me about that. I was like, I didn't even notice that. She got up, she picked up the money, and she was talking some shit about, yeah, because Tara was like, I saw you picking up that money. She was like, shit, I'm trying to get my money for this damn ring back. And she already talked about she, like, where did she get money from when the twins thought that she probably had pawned her ring, and was like, are you using Moreland's money? And she like, hell yeah, motherfucker, I'm using his money. That's my motherfucking man. Well, you ain't hitting this for free. Apparently he is if you stealing money from your friends for a ring. Minnie, get your money back, girl, okay? Get your money back. The money is on the floor. Abira is like, you better get this your rent money. Ain't your mother homeless? Ain't somebody homeless? Get your rent money, hoe. Get your rent money, hoe. And Minnie is like, whatever, shut up, bitch, and all of this and all of that. It's out of hand. It's motherfucking crazy. So they asked Minnie to come off the stage, right? Minnie is in the back talking to her mother. Her mother's like, I'm going to tear this motherfucking whole place down. I will fuck her up and all of this and all of that. There's a big ass rumble going on, and I'm like, what's going on? Because my husband, all he want to do is see a fight. So he's mad whenever there ain't a fight on reality TV, even though I'm kind of happy. Well, sometimes I'll be wanting people to hit people, but most of the time they don't. And he was like, what's the point of watching it if it ain't gonna be no fight? I'm like, fights get people in jail, but yeah. I was like, they was fighting. He was like, ooh, rewind it so I can see it. Dumbass. So then the camera is just like boom, 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 boom. He's like, what's up? I'm like, ain't shit on the screen. I don't know what the fuck is happening. And when they get there, Minnie is like, Mama, what's going on? So apparently her mother was talking all this shit, how she was gonna fuck this girl Abira up. So while they're back there talking that, you see Abira getting up off of the stage and like walking off. So I didn't know if the mic was on and she heard it or whatever the fuck happened, but apparently Tammy saw Abira somewhere when her and Minnie had freaking split up, and she went to throw her cup of water on her, and she would actually hit Money instead of Abira. And Abira is in the bathroom with Tanya, and she was like, no, I fuck up Minnie and motherfucking Tammy. Y'all bitches calling people ghetto, and y'all the most ghetto motherfuckers. Okay, well, she got that right, because everybody on the show is ghetto. We just gonna say that. Even Juicy, for all you Juicy stands out there, the bitch is not classy in no way, shape, or form. She is just as raggedy and motherfucking ghetto and ratchet as every motherfucking body else. But Abira is ratchet and ghetto. I mean, you literally came on the show, tried to scope out the twins for their little job thing, try to act like you was a nice person, went to their event, heckled some people that you acted like you wanted to be friends with when you clearly didn't want to be friends with them, started a motherfucking fight, you talking about motherfuckers, people's babies' fathers and all kind of shit, you jiggling your ass in a parking lot, you telling people that it's their self-esteem that's making them feel bad, when no, it was you, bitch. You did something. Like, they didn't just like, oh my God, I feel horrible, I was laughing at myself, I gagged myself at my thing. No, that was you doing that. So and oh, well, I thought it was funny. I don't think you need to be making motherfucking jokes at other people's expense, especially for motherfuckers that you don't know. So no, that was not funny. And anybody that's trying to fucking justify that and act like that was something that any person would understand without being upset and angry and pissed the fuck off, I'm just gonna say your ass is lying, because that is illogical. The shit don't make no motherfucking sense. So the bitch was wrong, and I don't give a fuck. So fuck her and her manly ass, and she get the fuck up off the show. So anyway, Minnie is like, well, somebody go and tell Money that my mother didn't mean to throw the water on her. But of course we knew that Tammy was getting her ass up out of there at that point. So they was like, Tammy, you need to grab your shit and you need to go, okay? But Abira got booted off too, and she was like, I mean, this shit is like a motherfucking wrestling match or some shit. Fuck these bitches and all of this and all of that. I mean, I just wish, because I wanted to kind of like Abira. She seems like she could be a little bit, you know, easygoing. She could be a little lighthearted. But Tanya and Sam said when they brought her on that they knew that she was a shit starter and that she off the chain and all of that. So they probably already knew that she was illogical and be talking that bullshit in the first motherfucking place. But I thought that there would be a part of her that would just fucking apologize for the shit that she did to the twins. Like, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't really take it. Instead of blaming everything that happened on them and making it seem like they were the fucking problem when it was her. I really wish that she would have had apologized. But anyway, bitch, your 15 minutes is over because she's off of the show, and hopefully she ain't gonna make no appearances next motherfucking season, okay? Bye. So, Amanda and Jordan. Please let that be his name, because y'all know, why do I be fucking up his name? What is that other name I be calling him? Or is Jordan the wrong name? I don't know. I think it's Jordan, right? They were like, okay. They went back to that day where she was, her sister was like, what if he proposed to you? And she was like, oh my God. And they were pretending and all of that for their anniversary, for their 2-year, right? And then when they actually went out and she was souped up and she was rubbing her finger and all of that shit, and it was just a saxophone player, and he was, and she started crying, and he was like, What's wrong with you? Where you going? Wait, for real, where you going though? Yeah, he didn't get it. So Tara is like, damn girl, I was hurt for you. How did you feel? And she was like, well, you know, I felt kind of dumb or whatever, but he had been talking about wanting to get married and all of this and all of that. It's like, so what's up, Jordan? And he was like, no, well, we already have talked about it. It's not the right time. Like, it's too soon. I want to have some things in order. I want to have some shit in order. I want to have a house and all that shit before, you know, I go around trying to, you know, get married and all of that. So it seemed to be kind of like a logical thing. But then Amanda's up there in the front. And I know that y'all that be talking all of that shit about the twins. Them is my girls. But people be like, I'm so sick of these bitches ugly crying. So Amanda start ugly crying up in the front. And I'm like, please somebody get her some tissue. I'm glad that her mascara is waterproof because, woo! Who was it that just didn't have on waterproof mascara and they face looked fucked up? Carly Red. Like many episodes ago because I haven't reviewed it for the last 2 weeks. Oops. But yes, girl, the shit was all down. But her shit stayed in one spot, but I was like, she ain't want to pat too hard because she didn't want to fuck up her highlights and all of that shit around the eye. But girl, stop with the tears. So she was like, well, me and Jordan, we've been through like so much shit. And he's my first love. So apparently they said that they had been with their parents like all of that time. And they were very, very sheltered, even though Andrea happened to have a baby during that sheltered time. I guess she was a little bit less motherfucking sheltered or just sneakier. But Amanda's like, that's my first love and I really, really love him like so much with like all of my heart. But we had some motherfucking problems. And they like, what problems? So she's crying. He fucking starts crying. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What fucking happened that everybody motherfucking crying right now? She's crying. She's talking about her trust issues, right? She said that she got trust issues because basically, you know, she's a little person and she don't know if he's, you know, really want to be with her or if he gonna wind up like leaving her for an average size person. When I looked around, like when they went to like every other person, everybody was motherfucking crying. So apparently they all feel that way to some extent. Minnie says something about it. Tanya says something about it. Okay. So Jordan basically said, he was like, well, the issue was that I was going out. They broke up for like 2 weeks, okay? She broke up with him and he was going out to the club. And he was like, well, I was doing some shit I shouldn't have did. And she was like, what? I was going to the club like every night and she didn't like it. I'm like, if y'all broken up, why is you even talking to her? Okay, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna go with it. And Tara's like, so yeah, what were you doing at the club? What was up at the club? Were you being promiscuous? Was you we want to know, girl. He was like, no, nothing like that. I'm not gonna get into it because it's the past. Like, it's whatever. Like, we're past that. It's cool. But yeah, I was, you know, just hanging out. So he's saying that he didn't fuck around, just that I guess he was maybe, you know, it might have been a strip club because they didn't specify what kind of club. But apparently he must have met some people that made her feel whatever. So Juicy, and like I always give Juicy props for this. She is very, very well versed with talking to the other girls about confidence, getting ahead in life, not looking down on yourself, not putting yourself down, moving on, pushing forward, being strong, being smart, all of those sorts of things. So she's telling her, girl, you gotta have that confidence in yourself. You gotta feel like you the shit. Like, nobody ain't just gonna be like taking your motherfucking man or nothing like that. And Money says something along the lines of like, yeah, there are more average sized women in the world. So more than likely, if he break up with you, he gonna be with an average sized person. I would think if he winds up with another little person, that he's one of those people with a fetish, because what are the fucking chances? Okay. So I guess there may be a overall feeling that these average sized people are kind of the norm and it's abnormal. Like, why would you be with me when you could be with a regular person or something like that? I don't know what the hell Minnie said, but Tanya was like, well, girl, all you got to worry about is the way that Jordan looks at you. Like, when he sees you, the way that he looks at you, like, he loves you. His face lights up when he talks about you and how much he respects you and all of this and all of that. And you should just, like, be happy for that. So everybody seemed to be, you know, giving her the world of encouragement. And I guess that, you know, they gonna do shit on their own motherfucking time. But Tara was like, okay, bitch, the seat, you are out of the motherfucking hot seat because we gonna take it to motherfucking Andrea, little pretty ass. Pretty, raggedy, dumb ass. I'm mad, y'all. I am literally mad as hell. I am so fucking angry. And I know that y'all know that I did not want to see that motherfucking Chris. Okay. I just want to fight Andrea. I want to, not even just to be fighting her, just to be fighting like no thug, like no bullshit. I want to be her average size sister, and I want to just knock her motherfucking lights out because she too dumb for fucking words. Okay, so they go over the season of Chris dissing her, Chris leaving her crying. Oh, you wasn't here with me and Andre. You ain't gonna be here for Aubrey neither. Little Andre coming like, where's Dad? And like, oh, he not here. He left. I don't know how he gonna tell. The episode where she cussed her mother out and all of that motherfucking bullshit. And she is timid. Not timid. What is the fucking word? She is fucking rigid. She's rigid as hell on the motherfucking stage. Like, well, were you getting emotional? Yeah, I was feeling emotional about that because, you know, all the shit that me and Chris been through. But, that's still my man. That's my baby daddy. And people need to get over it. And blah, blah, blah. And people like, alright. Well, why don't we let motherfucking Chris fucking talk about that? And Chris bring his raggedy ass out and she like, my baby, I love you, baby. I love you. Oh, and why she gotta be the pretty one? The prettier one. She is the prettier one. And I'm mad. I'm mad that the prettier one has the shittier motherfucking boyfriend and the 2 children with a shittier boyfriend. Not that looks determine whether your man is gonna be a good person or not, but damn, what's the point of fucking being cute? What the fuck? Okay, so he bring his ass out there and like, okay. She was like, well, people don't see all of the stuff that he be doing. He does a lot of shit for me and he helps me and he be taking care of Aubrey and everything. And he don't be leaving all the time. It's like every once in a while and he only be leaving for like a week and then he be coming right back. So yeah, people think that they know something, but no, it's not all the time. Bitch, it's enough motherfucking times for us to have seen a pattern on television, okay? So I'm going to assume that in real life, it has happened more than the times that we have fucking seen it happen, which is already too many motherfucking times. So you keep on telling yourself whatever bullshit it is that you got to tell yourself, but girl, you look dumb. And when I say dumb, I mean with a motherfucking ready-made dunce hat sitting on your motherfucking head, you look stupid as hell. Anyway, Tara's like, so do you be spending time with Andre? And he was like, well, no. And she was like, no, because the situation is that my let me stop making fun of her list, okay? My dad and blah blah blah, so he can't be going over there or whatever. And she's basically saying that because, you know, the father wants to fuck him up and all of this and all of that, that he can't have no relationship with Andre. And she was like, he said that he only left because people was being in their business and nobody was giving him credit for the things that he was doing because Aubrey is a little person and he needed, you know, to learn stuff or practice or blah blah blah. I think what annoyed most people, because it's what annoyed me, is that he should have already knew all of that shit because he already had a kid. Yeah. He could have just learned that from the kid that he had instead of re-impregnating the girl and making another little person. But yeah, that's where the issue was with a lot of fucking people. But he's saying, I guess the same thing Nico was saying is, hey, you gotta go slow with me. I'm just learning this shit. And people was pissed off that he hadn't already been, acclimated to the whole situation by that time. So him not getting the credit and everybody always talking shit to him, they felt like everybody was in their relationship and she was like, and he just had to go. I'm mad that she's acting like she knew that he was gonna be leaving and like it was a motherfucking plan. Bitch, it was not planned. We saw you motherfucking crying, running through the fucking parking lot, begging him to fucking stay like a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad that they're back together. Okay, so Tara's like, so everybody seen him dogging you out and you looking stupid. Why you took him back? Because people think that he has a bad attitude, but shit, I have a fucking bad attitude too. And Tara's like, okay, so what, do people with bad attitudes need to mate and procreate? Is that the way the world works? What the fuck did that have to do with anything? So basically what she's trying to do is she's trying to cape for Chris and trying to take the blame for him being an ass and act like it's her, which is kind of sickening and kind of fucking sad, which is why she needs an older average size sister to punch her in the head multiple times. I'll be your sister, girl. Yeah, but she like, well, I have a fucking bad attitude too, and it don't matter what nobody fucking say. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's my baby daddy, and we're gonna be together. We're always gonna be together, and and she don't give a fuck. So they were like, you seem very hostile. Yeah, I'm mad because people always trying to come for Chris, blah blah blah. She's just going off, and her sister like, ain't nobody coming at him. Ain't nobody said anything. No, but people, yeah, because people thinking it, because you being stupid. That's why you mad, because you know that everybody is looking down at you, on you, like you're an idiot because you're being stupid as hell right now. And yes, you should be motherfucking ashamed. I mean, I get wanting to keep your fucking family together, but you ain't got no family, girl. You got you and some kids and some guy that's gonna come knock your dumb ass up again if you don't get on some sort of motherfucking birth control, because clearly he ain't gonna use no motherfucking birth control, you know what I mean? So Tara is once again trying to get at what is up with you and Andre, Chris. And he was like, well, I tried and then it didn't work out. And Amanda's like, well, look, you gotta understand my dad's gonna be pissed off because Andre been through a lot of shit. He almost died and you wasn't there. Like, that's gonna make him mad. But you gotta just keep on you gotta understand his point of view and you gotta keep on trying. So everybody's like, yeah, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So he basically saying, oh, well, I had tried. Nobody gave me credit for it. So then, what if everybody gave you credit? Would you have stuck in there? I mean, everybody other than the father? Or how many people need to give you credit? Okay? Because I'll send you credit through Twitter. I'm like, here go your credit, boy. Kudos to you. Keep on doing what you're doing, okay? Do something first, and then I will give you all kinds of fucking credit. So Tanya was like, well, it shouldn't matter what anybody is saying or how anybody feel about you. Okay. All that should matter is that your son loves you and cares about you, and he's asking about you, and he can't get to be around you. So the way that they feel is not the way that he feels. Like, don't fuck it off and make him one of the people that thinks of you the way that everybody else motherfucking think about you, other than Andrea, because apparently she the only motherfucker that like you and all of that shit. And he like, yeah, well, yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, Tara went on to boot him and Jordan up off the show. Alright, so they talk about money, trying to get D2 back, and they brought Derek Uglass up on the stage. I can't, man, if I would have did it to him, I would have had to hire a fake father to be on the show, because ain't nobody gonna just know that I did it to him. Because okay, I'm not gonna take that sitting down. His teeth and money teeth together, I need to see D2 teeth, because it has got to be all bad with them, with that dental, that oh my god, what could, oh, it was painful to watch, okay? with Money crooked face and that ridiculous wig, and then him shining like he done rubbed a million buckets of chicken on his face, and the raggedy ass teeth, and he's sitting there talking shit. They do not get along, to say the fucking least. And he feel like, it seems to me like he just be trying to like kind of, I don't know, talk over Money and treat her like she's a crackhead. I mean, was she a crackhead or something before? Why he act like that towards her? Anyway, when he came out, she was like, So I see this just like a baby daddy reunion or some shit. So she pissed off, and she like, you just stay the fuck over there, and I just got on my game face because you never know what the fuck he gonna say. Okay, so apparently the way that it went was, I guess Money was like, I'm moving to Atlanta. She said that D2 only been with dude for a year. But this show has been going on. This is season 3. Has it been 3 years or at least 2? I don't know. She might have had him and just not had him on the show when it first started or something like that. But yeah. So she came to move to Atlanta, and apparently she was saying that she wanted her son because he is out there. Derek, the father, he got his mother and all his family and everybody is out there, but she out there alone, and her mother's already dead. You know, her dad is, you know, we already know what's up with her dad, and her stepdad is out there. So she's alone, and D2 is her blood, and she wanted her son. So he was like, apparently he must have told her, well, you need to get your shit together and everything. So she was like, okay. So it's supposed to have been her attitude, which she, you know, kind of has a lot more of it in check at this point, right? Get a stable place to live, which she does. Got a job, everything. And now she like, I want my son. And he basically saying, I ain't never say you could have your son. She was like, well, you think I would have got myself together? And, that shit made me laugh, because she like, motherfucker, you did say that. That's why I got myself together, so I could get my son. I didn't need to get myself together. Like, why the fuck would I have done that if you didn't fucking tell me that? And he like, well, you need to do that anyway. She was like, yeah, I needed to do that because I'm a mother and I wanted my son, not just to fucking be getting it together. I could have just been chilling. The fuck I need to be together for? If I ain't got no kids, like, I'm just chilling. So yeah, I have a tendency to believe that he really did tell her that, or he left out explaining specifically that, yeah, I think you need to get yourself together, but I'm not gonna give you your son or whatever. So she's pissed off. She done start crying and shit on the damn show, and he keep on like talking over her. She like, you know what, you're not finna try to handle me. He like, you ain't gonna handle me. See, you think, she was like, well, this, you already knew this was my agenda. See, it's all about you. Everything is about you. You only care about you. I'm like, he only care about him. Like, I don't even understand. Whose agenda was she supposed to be talking about? His? The kids? She can only talk about her agenda. You only told her that she had to get herself together. Not us, not them, not her specifically, and for her agenda. She was like, well, shit, I can't say it's not our agenda because we ain't together. I don't want to be with you. Oh, you ain't gonna be, oh boy. You want to be with somebody. I couldn't imagine him having had any additional sex after Money. She gotta have some sort of blindness, because they got, you know, little people, they have a lot of little issues. Matter of fact, D2, did anybody else notice that he had things like, is he deaf? What's wrong with his ears? Because, okay, Money's real father, when we saw him or whatever, we found out that he was like 4 foot something or whatever. So her father probably a little person, and since her type of her dwarfism wasn't even like found, like they never even heard of it before 2013, he probably been a dwarf his whole life and they never knew why he was so motherfucking little. And D2 is probably one also, okay, because she just found out her. So I don't even know if Ugly Derek then took D2 to get checked out, but D2 seemed to have hearing aids on both of his ears. And he a little bit taller than Money, but Money ain't that tall. She's what, 4'6", 4'6"? So 4'7". I guess we just gonna see how much taller he gonna get. But I'm wondering, do he have any medical issues, or if he in fact has any kind of fucking dwarfism. Anywho, Derek is saying, well, he think that D2 need to be with him because he's a boy, and now that he's 11, she can't teach him how to be a man, but he could teach him how to be a man. She was like, well, shit, Tanya right here, and she got a son, and her son's father and the other one, like they're helping to co-parent to help her with her son. He was like, well, that ain't us. We ain't talking about them. She was like, no, but you always trying to act like we are the only people in this situation. He was like, we are the only people in it. She was like, no, in our situation, we're the only ones. But we're not the only fucking people in the world who ain't together, who broke up, who have a fucking kid. So I'm just giving you an example on how things can work out and how people grow up fucking fine living with their motherfucking mother. So he's still talking all kind of shit. They do not appear to be getting anywhere. And he was like, well, they're asking him, what situation would it be where you would let D2 go live with Money? And he was like, well, if he wanted to. Now, we already saw in the damn thing, and he just saw it because they played it while he was out there or while he was in the back or whatever. D2 saying that he wanted to come live with Money. So they was like, so if he says he wants to live with her, you'll let him go. He was like, well, it would break my heart. I'd be heartbroken, but yeah, I would let him go because that's what he wanted. I wouldn't want to get in the way of whatever. So him and Money going back and forth, and she like, whatever, we gonna see, motherfucker. And basically Tara's like, okay, I can't take the fight no more. We gonna agree to disagree, and Derek, exit please, because you just got Money like all riled the fuck up. Okay. Now they have the episode with Tanya finding out about both of her kids being little, and you know how she broke down and was screaming and crying and saying I'm so sorry and all of that. Everybody on stage that has a baby was crying. So Money, Tanya, and Andrea covered in motherfucking tears, and everybody else is just like anyway, she said that she's basically over it now, but just kind of watching it still brought back the feelings, the emotions, and everything. She got so upset, she said, because at first she didn't know that Devon is not the little boy's name. What is his name? Jaden. He was born and he was long. So she was like, oh, he's gonna be average, so I'm not gonna have to worry about, you know, him going through all of that shit. And now to find out that he is like me, he is gonna go through so much shit, like he's gonna get bullied, and his life is gonna be so much harder, and it's kind of my fault. Like, it gets me upset, and I feel like I'm just gonna fuck somebody up for fucking, you know, making fun of him, trying to fight him, bullying him, or anything. I'm like, oh, so now everybody want to be Tammy, except don't nobody want Tammy to be Tammy. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, I already told you that everybody feel that way. Everybody don't act on it, but everybody feel that way. So we gonna see how things are gonna be, or whatever. Money tried to bring a positive spin to it. No, first they asked Andrea, how did you feel seeing her get that crazy and upset about finding out that 2 of her kids were small? And she was like, well, she was 26 weeks when she found out that Andre was going to be little, and she cried and cried and cried because, once again, she also knew that he was going to be, you know, life was going to be hard for him, and there's no way to protect your kid from whatever is going to happen. You don't even know what's going to happen, but you know it ain't going to be good. So she was upset. And Money basically said, well, you know what? Look on the fucking bright side. Like, there's a lot of information out there where we could educate ourselves on these things to give the kids as much information as possible to know way more about dwarfism than they ever did, or their parents ever did, and all of that. So things are okay. And Sam added in that there's a lot more technology, so that she basically think that it's probably easier to be a newer little person than before, just because of all of the technology and all the strides that they made and all of this and all of that. And then they went into some little stories about little kids not really understanding, having to correct little kids, and little kids think that, you know, calling people little mommies, and asking people, grown people, they have babies, and why can't I drive a car if she drive a car, because they think that they're little kids and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they got Tanya to stop up. They got everybody to stop fucking crying, which is good because I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucking cry fest is going fucking crazy, and it's only half of them because I still think it's motherfucking funny that everybody else was just like, oh y'all sad? Oh, don't cry, girl. Don't cry. Okay, so now they're talking about Minnie when she was on that cruise and guys was talking to her. Say what you want about Minnie because somebody was like, Minnie is ugly as hell. Minnie look like Jabba the Hutt. She do a little bit sometimes, but I think, you know, she got some cuteness in the face somewhere, right? But Minnie be pulling guys all the damn time, so she must be doing something right, okay? But she said that she ain't do nothing with the dude on that cruise that she spent the night with. So, she said the mini bar was closed and she didn't give him no waka flocka because Tara was like, nothing, none of none of this or anything like that. Like, no, I didn't do nothing. And Money like, and everybody is like, whatever. Yeah. Unless they both passed out, I don't know if I believe her. And by I don't know, I do not. Okay, I do not believe her. And they were like, yeah, well, Sam was like, well, everybody was kind of at each other's throats because they were spending so much time together. And they were like, yeah, and somebody was complaining and shit. And it was like, who was complaining? And she was like, well, not to be mean, but Tanya. Yes, you, Tanya. But I'll blame her because she was pregnant. And Tanya was like, well, I don't feel bad for having gone because I wanted to be there to support them, even though apparently, bitch, you didn't want me there. But yeah, I was there because I didn't want my pregnancy to make my friends feel like I'd be neglecting them. I'll be paying y'all motherfuckers no attention or nothing like that. So she's trying to balance her little time, and she was happy that she was there for the twins, even though they wasn't there for her complaining and talking shit and being, what was she? It was scorching hot and she was like, I'm cold, and they like, bitch, we need air conditioning. Take your hot ass somewhere else. Yeah, all of that. Then it gets to the damn twins. They're talking about Andrea and how she just, you know, was arguing with her sister over Chris, and she was talking about moving back, and then how she just up and left and like, why did you leave? She was like, she ain't had no answer. Like, she literally didn't say shit. She just sat there with her mouth open. She was like, they asked her, Amanda, did she think that Andrea chose Chris over her? And she was like, yeah, I think she chose Chris over me because, I mean, she just left me. Like, fuck our shit and all of this and all of that. And she just left. She didn't say goodbye. Like, nothing. And Andrea is just like, you know what? I'm going to live my life. I do what the fuck I want to do. I don't have to listen to you. So you keep on talking shit to me about Chris. Anything you say go in one ear and out the other because I don't give a fuck and I do what I want and blah, 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 blah. And it was like, well, do you think that she put Chris before the tiny twins? And she was like, to be honest, yeah, I feel like she did put Chris above the tiny twins or whatever. And she was like, no, I didn't do it. Like, the tiny twins is not like over, like permanently. It's just like for a little while. And Tara shady ass is like, till when? Till Chris leave you again? Girl. And then she got the nerve to say, Chris ain't gonna leave again. Mush. Oh, girl, you make me so mad talking stupid. She was like, well, I can't really say that he ain't gonna leave again because I'm not him, but whatever, we gonna see. I just say that. Unless you are coming into a large sum of money where he feels like he's going to be taken care of for the rest of his damn life non-stop, girl, you know his ass is going to leave and leave and leave and leave and leave again, okay? A million damn times that you steady talking about, oh, it don't happen all of the time. So everybody think that they know about our relationship and he only leaves me sometimes for a week. I don't know why she don't see how stupid that sounds. Yeah, you and your two children. He just be leaving you sometimes for a week. Even all the times that we saw it, and probably more times, obviously. But yeah, apparently he ain't gonna never leave no more because, I don't know, her coochie got better. I don't don't know what she think is different right now that is not exactly the same way that it was before, but whatever, okay. I'm just gonna say, I think that Chris must be packing. It's got to be something tremendously fantabulous about that penis that keeps her coming back, because he is a bum. He's a bum with a tattoo on his neck. He is a bum without a job who is a criminal with a tattoo on his neck. Do I have to play that game where you just keep on saying the same words and adding on another disgraceful thing? He's trash, basically. He's useless. I do not know why she had children with him, and she better not have no more. Oh, I'm just not gonna watch the show no more. It's a violation of my time, my space, my caring about wanting her life to be any better. I'm just gonna zoom right on past all of her parts. Like, I don't want to hear none of it. We're gonna see how long Chris Little Raggedy Ass gonna be around now. Okay, in summation, nearing the end, they going through the whole shit. So they talking about how many apologize. That's not the word. Proposed. That's the word I'm looking for. How Money proposed. Can you turn off your phone, homeboy?
That ain't me.
Whatever. How Money proposed to Moreland, and he said yeah. So apparently she's gonna get her own 4-week series. Going through their wedding and the planning and all of that shit. I'm assuming she must be already married then, right? If the show is already fucking recorded, getting ready for the marriage, then yeah. I'm gonna assume that she already married. Whatever. I'm trying to think what even happened during that motherfucking little clip. It's supposed to be in Jamaica, and it seemed like somebody is gonna fuck it off. Ugly ass Derek is there, I guess, not letting her son be there. And that might be the reason why she's like, Moreland is like, well, will it be okay if he ain't there? And it make it seem like it's talking about her stepfather, because he like, oh my God, it's not enough time. But I'm like, it said 2 days before. I'm like, why the fuck is she asking him 2 days before to show up in Jamaica? But I'm thinking it may actually be D2, and Derek won't let him come to his mother wedding, and that's why she like, hell no, it can't go down. But she said it's gonna all turn out good, which I'm assuming means she already know, because the bitch already married. So okay, I guess we was wrong about the marriage being fake. Okay. I don't know. Do anybody follow her on like Twitter or Instagram or anything to know if she already like flaunting her ring and all that shit? Do we know? She probably don't want to mess it up for the show that's coming up, so she probably didn't want to do that yet. But we gonna see, I guess, what's gonna happen, because y'all gonna keep me posted, right? All right. Also, what the hell happened? What went through the damn thing? Oh, Tanya's baby's name is going to be Jade. Is it Jade and Jaden, or Jada and Jaden? Whatever. It's gonna be Jada Tahiri Rose, right? Which is actually a pretty cute name. I don't think there was any much more information about her. Tara asked Juicy about her bobbleheads. Are they flying off the shelves? And she was like, yes, they flying off the shelves. But a bobblehead that don't nobody want, supposedly. Girl, it must be a very small shelf if they're flying off, okay? She had 7 of them made and then gave them to her friend. Girl, they are not flying off the shelf. I don't know nobody with a Juicy bobblehead. If you got a Juicy bobblehead, let me know down in the comments. If you know somebody with a Juicy bobblehead that they purchased, not that they got for free, let me know down in the comments. Because I don't believe it, alright? Sam, what are you gonna do? Oh, well, I'm hoping to get into my makeup and start a line. But other than that, I'm just living my life. Get your irrelevant ass off the show. Why is she there? I've been saying it. Everybody been saying it. There's no need for her to be there. She is not no nanny. And she came out there to get into her makeup shit. And ain't nobody seen her do makeup yet. I mean, the girl on the motherfucking Dallas show was a twerker. Got caught by her father. In the next couple of damn weeks, she was certified to be a makeup artist. She got a job in a fancy ass salon already. Is she what, 19 or some shit? Nah, did she turn 21? Was it her birthday? I don't know. But whatever. I'm just saying Sam is bullshit, and Sam ain't doing nothing. I don't know if she even do makeup. I don't know why she's on the show. Yeah, she gonna need to spice it up. So if she is, she need to meet a man or a woman or somebody and do something. I don't know. Start some fights. Be more ghetto. Be ridiculous. Be juicy. Be juicy too or something. I don't know. She just need to do something for me to feel like her relevance is needed on the damn show. Like she ain't needed. And then that's and then the twins. So the twins basically is like, she's like, where did the tiny twins stand? And Amanda's like, I don't know, because I'm still in Atlanta and she's out in Dallas. And she's fucking twisted her motherfucking lips to say, well, the only thing I'm focusing on right now is just, you know, my relationship with Chris. She seemed like a Stepford wife. Like, literally, like if he had a gun to her head to be talking right now. Like, she seems like she's in a damn trance. Like, it's not even her own real life that she living right now. Like, I can't believe she wasn't even this psychotically stuck on Chris back then. Like, why now, after all the shit he did, is she just like, no, I only care about me and Chris. I do not know about me and my sister. All I would like to do is repair the relationship with me and Chris. Bitch, what's wrong with you? I can't believe she didn't even mention the damn kid. She just Chris. Me and Chris. I went back to be with Chris. It's like, so you staying with Chris? Yes, I'm staying with Chris. Staying with Chris where? Where do Chris live? With his mother? You staying with Chris' mother because you can't stay with your mother no more? Oh, girl. Because everybody think you too stupid, too damn dumb, and they be like, you gonna dumb down the kids if you around them, so I'm just you can't come over here dumbing down the damn family. So I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I'm so motherfucking mad at her. If anybody know her, slap her for me. Anywho, that is the end of this season. Little Women LA is now coming on this day. So I don't know if that means that Dallas is not coming back, because I actually did not watch the reunion still. I'm going to hell, right? Is Dallas coming back? I don't know. And I thought that LA was nearing the end of their season too. So I'm like, why are they switching? Like, is it going to start a whole new season, or is this season going to be extra motherfucking long? I got to check it out, but I might go back to reviewing LA. It seems like they're not really dogging Christy out as bad as they used to be. And now Tara don't get along with Brianna. And I live for anybody to do something wrong with Brianna, because Brianna was a bitch and really turned a whole bunch of shit in the world, like, against Christy. And I'm happy that motherfuckers are bullying her right now, basically, because fuck her, kinda. But really, I can't wait until people really turn on Tara. I need Tara to get turned on so hard and so bad by so many people that she feel like an outcast. I need her to get back what she been given, to the point where I feel bad for her. Like that time when I was feeling bad for Juicy. I need for Tara to have a redeeming moment where I fucking feel bad for her and they can humanize her for me again, because that bitch ain't human and I don't like her, and fuck her. But I'm probably gonna be reviewing that show, okay? So I don't know. If y'all agree with what I had to say, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out. Or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.